Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and we've got a couple weeks before Season 4 ends, and apparently that is also when this quest will go away. This is the quest to get the Thunderlord exotic heavy machine gun, which that's the only heavy machine gun in the game, until Black Armory launches. Now, I guess the idea is up until the 27th you can do these quest steps, which I'm going to show you pretty much a brief rundown of what they are. And then after that, it's probably going to be just in the exotic loot pool, and as exotics are hard to come by, my advice, do this now, some way, shape, fashion, or form, get it done before the 27th. So, basically what you're going to have is when you go to Amanda Holliday, you're going to get this book. It says the Journal of the Reef Cryptarch. And it's going to be missing pages. First thing you're going to have to do is go find 10 pages. Easiest way to do that, somewhere in the EDZ, do a public event, especially the Glimmer one, where you're fighting a whole bunch of Fallen. And it's basically Fallen orange bars. So the majors, not the boss and not the red bars, Fallen orange bars, so that Glimmer one has a ton of them. And that is one of the quick ways to do it. Do that, you'll get 10 pages. That's step one, very quick. Number two, you have to go to 3 lost sectors and then one more once you do all 3. The 3 lost sectors are all here in the Trostland. They are as follows. We've got the Terminus East, Atrium, and the Widow's Walk. Now I'm going to run through each of these for you guys just so you know where the entrance of each of them are. So from the spawn location, head up the main road. Basically this is one big circle. When you head up the road this direction, you'll come to kind of an opening, usually find some ads to your left, and you'll find the lost sector symbol. So kill a few of these, and your first one is going to be right down this way. So lost sector number 1 is going to be down this direction. Follow the stairs down, and that will be the one called Widow's Walk. Number 2, if you follow me out here, is the one in the chapel. Pretty easy also to get to. They're all very close together. So go into the chapel. It's the lost sector symbol that is actually in this place, right here on the wall. Shout out to this guy, standing here waiting. And it's the one down in here in the stairs. You go in each of the lost sectors and you kill the boss in the end. Pretty straightforward. The final lost sector is right out here to the right-hand side. If you go from the spawn point up this road, and you'll see this right here, kind of before you get to this tall, busted-out building, you'll see this one little opening in this half-closed garage door. Crouch underneath, go down in here, and this will be the 3rd lost sector. So that is all 3 of those in the order I showed you. Widow's Walk, Atrium is the one in the chapel, and then Terminus East is the one I'm standing in now. Once you've cleared all those, it's going to give you one more to go to. That one is going to be over here in Whispered Falls. Now that one, get on your Sparrow, go on a bit of a drive. Pretty easy to get to, nothing too crazy. Just drive on by, and I'll take you guys straight to it. You're just going straight to the outskirts. You're going to go in there and clear out the boss that's in there. Once that is done, you're going to go to Holliday and talk to her, and she's basically going to send you back in here. So let me do this real quick and show you guys where it's at, and then we'll go check with Holliday. It's a bit of a drive. If you're passing by a public event, well, you might do it, you might not. It's not a flashpoint, so that is totally up to you. So keep driving this way over the bridge. Veer up to the right over here. Now if you're looking for the symbol, it's on this side of the rock. As you driving on the road, right here, hard to miss. But if you're jumping over, it's right here. And you'll just go down in this tunnel, all the way down in, and clear out this lost sector. So head all the way in there, and that will be the 4th. So those are the 4. Then we go to Amanda. So let's do that real quick and get that piece of text from her. So here we go.
Still can't believe what they did to his robe. Treated it like a trophy. Even a puffed up cryptarch doesn't deserve to end up like that. Nobody does. I was out of ideas, so I showed Rahul what you found. His face when he found out. Like it had happened to him. A couple hours later, I get some coordinates on my terminal for a fallen transmat pad in the EDZ. I can't read where it's pointing, but it's somewhere they don't want you to be. This is our chance. Head back across the pond, use that transmat, and get ready for trouble.
Alright, Guardians, to the transmat pad. Alright, Guardians, so now we have the Lost Cryptarch quest, so we're going to head back into the Whispered Falls Lost Sector. So I'm going to basically skip ahead till we've cleared that one out and we're looking at the transmat pad. So here we go. Alright, Guardians, so this all looks familiar. We are back in here. I cleared out all the ads. You don't have to. You can technically run in here and just activate the Fallen Teleporter. But just a quick side note, this is literally Master Ive's robe. They've got it hanging like a flag, painted it with the Fallen Symbol. Kind of a bit of a trashy thing to do after murdering one of our Cryptarchs. So let's go in the Teleporter, and we'll see what's going on in here. Alright, Guardians, so when you load into the Cosmodrome, this is, if you've never played Destiny 1, where you basically start the game. So you're going to have some Fallen that spawn in. Quite a few, so work on taking those out. Just kind of clear everything out of here. You'll have a little mini boss up towards the front as well. Just clear it all out. Just try not to die. I'm not entirely sure what happens if you do, but try not to. Just for purposes of not redoing something or getting glitched out of something. That's no bueno. Marauders do tend to hurt a little bit. Got some Vandals that'll be doing some sniping, so watch for those. You're going to come back in here with a little Ace of Spades action, finish these guys up in style. Alright, so once these are all good to go, you're going to have one more ad down here. Maybe a couple. Seriously? Alright, so once they spawn, this shield will spawn, which you have to clear out this guy before you can actually make any more forward progress. Whatever you can do to take him out, you know, grenades work pretty well. And I'm one bullet away from killing this thing. There it is. So, shield will drop, run in here, and we're basically going to go clear this guy out. Now, in here, you're going to have a dude with a pretty good amount of health. I wouldn't get near him, mostly just because it's going to hurt. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those that smashes the ground, sends you away, and as it's a small room, it may hurt. But before you get there, you've got some ads to clear out, so just work your way forward, clear out these ads. They're nothing too crazy, just basic Fallen ads. Some will be a little farther away, some sniping, some Vandals, couple Tracer Shanks, things like that, so just be careful. Watch your angles. It's really not the hardest fight in the world, honestly. It's pretty straightforward. Grab a little ammo while you go. Now, these guys will basically respawn when you come back out, so not sure if you actually have to kill them all. I was just trying to get a little bit of heavy ammo more than anything, so that seems to have worked. Tracer Shank up top is down, so I can get these last couple. There we go. Haven't played with Ace of Spades in a minute. I do forget how many explosions you get from this thing. It's always entertaining and fun. Alright, up into here we go. And I think it was Unknown Player, Houndish, all those guys basically did some research showing that where we're headed to, I mean, this is part of Destiny 1. This is kind of the Cosmodrome, the Breach, very early section in the game. But this section we're running to is actually like the early opening video to all of Destiny 1 being revealed at like E3 in 2013. So, a little throwback here, a little nostalgia. And we have a big boy that's going to come out. So, once you run up, music will change. You'll have some ads start to spawn. They do not really stop spawning, so there's no point in just trying to sit back and take them out. You're going to have to be a little aggressive on this one, mostly because at some point you got to start doing damage to the big guy in the back. So, however you plan to do that, go ahead and work him down. He's got a lot of health. You see that grenade's doing much less damage to him than our previous big boy out front. So keep that in mind. And just try and keep some distance. If you got to stay mobile around the room, just watch sides, watch angles. Well, this thing works pretty well in clearing ads. Sometimes I forget how effective it is. He's coming up closer to me. Got these guys pushing up a little bit here. See if I can clear out a couple of these guys, make my life a little easier. And again, just always watch your back a little bit. That's why I wanted to get a few rockets, just so I have a decent, you know, direct line of distance to them. Direct line of distance. I'm not even sure that makes any sense at all, but you guys are listening to it, so thanks anyway. Didn't bring the Icolo shotgun, honestly brought a pretty basic build. There's his slam, as I kind of expected. So I'm going to go this here for a second, try and survive some of this, and just 2 grenades or rockets at him if I can help it. And pretty much heal through everything else. So I'm just trying to manage the Well of Radiance and get my extra damage on him if I can. You guys are so annoying. There's so many ads on this, it's kind of crazy. Rockets are not the fastest reload in the world. Honestly, anything more like a sniper would probably be more in your benefit. It's taking some damage, but I could probably do just as much by firing at him with my gun if I had some bullets. There we go. That'll keep him occupied for a little while. Again, he's got a lot of health, like more than some of the guys they throw at us, so keep that in mind. Getting him pretty close, down to about a third. And the reason I say you are going to want to do this because the reward is worth every penny. It's one of the, apparently people have been testing, it's like one of the top damage weapons in PvE. PvP, heavy machine guns were always a ton of fun, so this thing staggers him on like literally every bullet. It's kind of amazing. Doesn't have a shield, which is nice too. Don't have to deal with that craziness. When you get him down to this final third, you'll get a few stronger guys coming out, so be careful about those. A couple majors will be headed to you. Nothing insane, but that guy in the back is going to be a little annoying if he's actually shielding the boss. So, what have you got to take it out? You know, use that heavy ammo. Now, I brought Sleeper in here on my first run through. That's a lot more effective, even though it did take like 9 Sleeper shots to kill the boss. Whoever this guy, Redrex 9, was dead in like 1 Sleeper, so... Bigger boss, bigger damage the better. Whisper is going to be a good thing. Obviously, he's a pretty slow-moving target, fairly big head, so keep that in mind. Once he's down, again, maybe the ads do stop spawning. I think I killed him a little quicker last time. Not the fastest boss kill in the world, but man, he's got some health. But if you run in here not quite knowing what to do, not quite set up as a perfect build, figure I'd show you guys what it's like to do it unoptimally, so I advise you bring your strongest stuff that you've got. Linear fusion rifles, Sleeper, Whisper, Wardcliff coil, all that stuff's probably going to be much better than what I'm using. So once he's dead, it says defeat the fallen, so that is the murder. So you have killed the murder of Master Ives. We're going to head back outside. Now, if you want to hear some lore and some voiceover stuff, I'm going to go ahead and show you what all 5 scannables are and their locations. They don't seem to do anything. They don't seem to trigger a triumph, so this is honestly just if you want to hear it. Otherwise, skip ahead to the time on screen, and you guys can see what the reward is when you go back to Holliday and get your nice little engram. So, it's up to you guys. I'm just going to fight my way out of here and then show you guys where the scannables are at. There are 5 that are known right now, and I think most people have looked through this place pretty efficiently at this point, so I don't know if many are going to be left. But if there are, then we'll see if there's anything extra outside. But to my knowledge, there are just 5. If any more are found, I might even post something up on Twitter pointing where that one's at. So you guys can always follow me on there if you need that last little tidbit. But to my knowledge, people have searched this place pretty much up and down as much as possible, and they've only found 5. Somebody's still sniping me from way up high. That dude. Alright. Once all the ads are down, you can come up and leave. So outside, listen to the voice text here, and you'll know why, basically, you want to search. It's kind of a subtle, but not so subtle hint.
That's it, huh? We got him. Something's still bugging me about this, though. Get back to that teleporter when you can. But listen, I don't think my little trick is gonna fool Zavala twice. This might be the last time you ever set foot in the Cosmodrome. See you back in the tower.
So, it says leave the Cosmodrome, ? So here is where we know there are 5 scannables. I don't know if there's anything else. Nobody's been able to, quote, trigger anything. I think maybe it just could be some nostalgia. So when you come out, I'm going to kind of do these in a clockwise fashion. So, when you come out just right in front of this area, you see these 2 like bus stop looking things. Head straight to your right along the wall, and we're going to get the first one pretty much the farthest out. So way over here in the corner is going to be a drain pipe, and there's a little voice piece to it. So here is, you know, voice text 1 right here on this drain pipe.
Something opened up that hatch recently. Their telemetry's spiking a lot of residual ether around that pipe. Keep your eyes out for falling. You hear me? I don't want to lose you too.
So that's number 1. Number 2, back towards all the busted out cars. But before you get there, if you kind of head back at a little bit of an angle, you'll see these 3 sparrows, not sparrows, but kind of, they're the fallen speeders, I forget what they're called right now. They are covered up. Stand in front of this 3rd one farthest from the entrance. Got another piece of text.
Used to be the Fallen pretty much owned the Cosmodrome, and then they just split. Right before the Legion hit us. Left a lot of stuff, some of it real useful. I put a tarp on something you're not coming back for. Unless they did come back after all.
So again, every notion being the Fallen may be coming back, things like that. Now from these 3 sparrows, come back up here towards this big like overhead sign. And literally right underneath this, you're going to find a couple cars. If you look at these 2 cars right here, there are 2 unfortunate skeletons in here. Go ahead and scan this one. This one's kind of sad.
Kate brought me out here once. We looked at all the cars, all the people who died trying to get to safety during the collapse. And he said, listen, don't worry about dying. Death isn't the end. Not since the Traveler showed up. You ever feel sad about your folks? You just wait for them to show up again as guardians. You just wait. I'm still waiting.
So a Holliday sounds like she did lose some people, unfortunately, and, you know, crossing their fingers they would come back. But these 2, holding hands, basically just going out. Doesn't look like it was a great ending. After them, we're going to come over here, and where the highway basically heads out off into where it's broken. You'll see like kind of a broken connected highway, this thing right here. When you get to kind of the middle of it, stand about right here between them, you get another scan point.
That's a highway to nowhere right there. I've flown all across this region, and it's just rusted out cars, dead cities, rubble and rebar. I can't imagine what it was like before the collapse. Sometimes I can't even picture a future where it's just us on Earth again.
So I mean, you've got the Cosmodrome, you've got this highway, there's the giant wall that the city built, and then the fact that it was just completely busted through as well. I think that was from the Rise of Iron area. And then up here is the final one. Now, if you get close to the teleporter, the mission will spawn, so be careful about that. But if you come up to this car, this will be basically what started it all.
That's where your ghost found you, huh? Wonder if you were part of the Exodus or someone who came along after. Someone who picked the wrong place to hide from the Fallen.
So this is literally where Destiny 1 started. Now, it didn't look all snow-covered. This is kind of from Rise of Iron, the snow came in. But this is where everything started. So kind of a cool nostalgia mission. But that is all the scannables I know of. So we're going to teleport back, talk to Amanda real quick, and then we're going to get our reward. I'll do the review in a separate video, but let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thanks for you guys for sticking with me if you wanted to see it all. So here we go.
Good to pay old Russia a visit, huh? A lot of memories back there. I still think we're missing something. What were the Fallen really after? Why go after some cryptarch from the reef? Well, that's above my pay grade. Meantime, should probably have this. I found it in his stuff. One last trinket he don't need. And thanks, Guardian. Not everybody's lucky enough to get avenged.
So getting a little deeper emotional piece to Amanda Holliday. This is Ives' last engram. Petrovenge entrusted Amanda Holliday with all of Master Ives' possessions. Now that the Cryptarch's deaths has been avenged, this engram belongs to the Guardian who brought that to justice. So you get the engram. Sadly, I wish it would have actually decrypted right there, but let's go to Rahul and finish this up. And here we go. And it is, in fact, the Thunderlord. Now, if you don't know what the Thunderlord is, didn't play Destiny 1 very much, basically what we've got here is the first heavy machine gun in Destiny 2. Machine guns are pretty much beast mode. They are what you'd imagine. They're like a light heavy machine gun that would be like, you know, on a small vehicle. But this one is kind of amazing in itself. It's got a new perk for Destiny 2 called Rain Havoc. Kills from this weapon generate lightning strikes. And I'm pretty sure it's just sometimes when you actually fire and do damage as well. Some of these like hidden perks actually just seem to be going off. We've also got lightning rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. Continuous damage generates lightning strikes. So, lightning strikes happening a lot. Chain lightning happens. It's a beast. PvE, PvP, it's a really, really good gun. So, my advice definitely is pick this thing up. There's some ornaments at Eververse right now if you want those, but honestly, it looks pretty amazing as it is. So my advice is do this before the 27th, because if it's in the random loot pool, you don't know when you're going to get it. You can get it right now, so my advice, spend a little time, knock this out. So add Thunderlord to your collection, because you're going to want this thing come Black Armory, because I think it's a beast right now. Until they may nerf it later, I don't know, but at this point, it's pretty awesome. So, hope this video was helpful for you guys. Just kind of a quick rundown of the full playthrough. If you're looking for the voice text, it's in there. If you just wanted to see the lost sectors, hopefully that helped you out. But you guys can always follow me on Twitch, on Twitter. It's Ebontis on both, and then right here on YouTube. If you guys have any questions, always leave a comment below. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. And if you do enjoy the channel and the content, just hit that subscribe button. I keep content coming to you guys a lot. Black Armory is not that far away. So we will keep this going. You guys just broke 25,000 subs, which is amazing. Got to figure out what I'm going to do for that. I don't know yet. Just still thinking what's going to be something cool. But thank you guys very, very much. It's been awesome, so I appreciate it. But yeah, that will pretty much wrap it up. So thank you guys. I will see you soon. Have yourselves a great day and enjoy your Destiny grind. And if you don't have this gun, go get it before the 27th. See you soon. Adios.